We wound up buying our first house with Peak Properties.
Buying a home is definitely a huge purchase. It's the largest purchase that the vast majority of people will make. It can be very scary for first-time home buyers. What I try to do is manage every part of the process that I can to make it as smooth and as simple for them as possible.
Well, the first thing that we do is a buyer's consult, and that's where we meet with the buyers, especially if you have a first-time home buyer or a young millennial buyer, and they need to understand the entire process from start to finish.
Brochure that we go through that kind of walks them through what that process looks like, starting from what type of area are they looking to be in, what type of home, what's their financial situation, discussing the lending process, and then kind of getting into what's it look like once you find that property that you like, going through the inspection process, appraisal, insurance, and all those types of things.
What I like about setting that time aside to do a real consultation is, number one, the buyer gets to know me if they want to work with me, if they don't know me before. The other part is I really get to get a better view of what it is they can afford and what it is that their goals are. It's kind of walking them through all of those steps of what the process is, and it is a lot of hand-holding to get them to that place. We're ready to write an offer and to get an offer accepted on a house.
From there, they take all that information, put it together, and sometimes we collaborate as a team to really find those right properties that people can maybe think outside of the box that they weren't anticipating. That 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo downtown might turn into, let's show you some townhomes, let's show you what the other opportunities are out there in the market.
Threw a lot of ideas at us and spent a lot of time trying to better understand what we were looking for, and in the process helped us better understand what we really wanted as well.
We like to kind of show expectations of what's going to happen so there's no surprises later.
There are a lot of things that brokers we can take on that we don't necessarily need to leave on our clients, and I try to offer every single one of those, whether it be setting up inspections, communicating with lenders, finding title companies, handling paperwork, whatever I can do to help manage even the small parts of the process.
He wound up calling the seller's agent pretty quickly, working with our finance person, and just making sure all the logistics went through very easily, enough so that the seller felt comfortable that we were the best offer out there.
It was never about making the opportunity happen. It was making the opportunity that we wanted happen. And if it wasn't right for us, that was okay. He just kept saying, then we just need to find the property that's best for you.
I think this is something that people overthink a lot, and it's something that should be fun, energizing, and not super stressful. So I think all of us here at the Peak Properties Group, our team focuses on getting to know what are your needs, your wants, and really just taking some tidbits of information and then turning that into something with our experience and knowledge of the market into something that fulfills your dreams.
When you walk into a home with a buyer and you can see them sparkle, and you know that's the home that they want.
This was the third house that we saw, and we instantly liked it. It had everything we wanted. So we put an offer on the house, and within 24 hours, we actually got the offer accepted.
Just getting them to the closing table and getting them to a home that they really love to me, is very rewarding.
We want people to remember us for being there and actually caring about them and their process and getting them into their home.
Every morning I wake up super excited and we both do pinch ourselves that we live where we live. And it was the perfect property for us. And I couldn't imagine it. Don't make me cry.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.